Hello everyone, I'm Rupali Mishram. Today we are going to study Standard 3rd Environmental Studies, Chapter 1, Our Environment. In previous part, we had discussed about living things, non-living things, difference between a stone and a sparrow, and difference between living things, that is animal and plant. In that we had seen animals, they can move from one place to another place. Plants, they are living thing, but they cannot move by themselves from one place to another place. Today we are going to discuss the next part. Let's start with it. Can you tell, are the things in this picture living or non-living? If it is a living thing, is it a plant or an animal? Let's start with it. First picture, if you will see, this is a banyan tree. So it is a living thing. Here a coconut tree. This tree is living thing. Rabbit, living thing. And rabbit is a animal. Frog, living thing, animal. Gas, non-living thing. Glass, non-living thing. Plant, living thing. A iron pan, non-living thing. So you can see, as many things we daily observe surrounding to us, some are living thing and some are non-living thing. Living things means the things which are alive, and non-living things which are not live, or who cannot take breathe, or who doesn't require any carbon dioxide or oxygen. As like we human being, we require oxygen. Plants, they require carbon dioxide. So they are known as living thing. But a glass, a gas, a iron pan, they doesn't require any carbon dioxide or oxygen. So they are non-living thing. Let's see the next content. Use your brain power. A railway engine goes to and fro. Is it living or non-living? So we will see that a railway engine, its driver is, or we can say the loco-pilot is a human being. So human beings are living things. Without a pilot or without a loco-pilot, a railway engine cannot start. So a railway engine is a non-living thing. Wood comes from trees which are living thing. A chair is made from wood. Now, is the chair living or non-living thing? Yes. If we will talk about this wood, if it is only wood, so it will be non-living thing. When it is related to a plant, when it is alive, that time we can say the tree or that wood is live. But when we are making conversion of wood into a chair, so chair will be non-living thing. But when we will talk about a plant or tree, that will be living thing. Can you tell, which birds do you see in your surrounding? So as we see crow, sparrow, pigeons and many more birds surrounding to us. Can you name some things that are made from stone? Yes, some statues are made from stone. Some kitchen utensils are made from stone. At Stone Age period, stone tools were also famous. The relationship between all things in the environment. Okay, let's see the relationship between all things in the environment. Water and air are a part of the environment. Yes, water and air, they are the part of the environment because they are natural, they are not man-made. All living things need them. Yes, whether they are animal, whether they are plant, whether they are human beings, all the living things, they need water and air. Living things also need food. Yes, animals need food. We human beings, we need food. Plants, to grow, they need food. They get their food from the environment. Yes, from where we get the food? We get food from the environment. Environment gives us food. Whatever living things need to survive, they get from their environment. Birds build nest, they need cotton, twigs and threads to build them. They get these things from the environment. Yes, whatever the things which is needed to survive our life, that we get from the environment. As like if we will talk about human beings, if you want to build a house, what is needed? Bricks are needed, cement is needed. So from where we will get this all things from environment. Like this only, if a bird want to build a nest, so the cotton, twigs and threads from to build a nest, it is important. But from where they will get this all things from the environment. Human beings use so many things from the environment. We get cotton, wool and silk from our environment. We weave clothes from them. Yes. What we do? We collect cotton from nature, that is from environment, and we convert that cotton into thread. And with the help of thread, by combining that thread, we create different types of materials as like shirt, or we can say different types of clothes also. Shirt, frock, sari and other things. We make things like mats, baskets, paper from materials in our environment. Yes, to make a mat, we need the help of environment. For making baskets, paper and whatever the materials, we get help from environment. By converting the primary things, we will make the secondary things. As like cotton, it will be a primary thing, and secondary thread will be the secondary term. We build houses using clay and stone and wood. These materials too we get from environment. Yes, if you want to build a house, clay is needed. From where we will get the clay? We will get from environment. If you want stone, so from where we will get the stone? We will get stone from environment. If we will talk about wood, we will get from plants. Plant, it is related to environment. The seeds of some plants are scattered by the wind. As a result, seedlings of those plants grow in new place. Yes, many times we had observed this thing that due to some wind, the plant seed, they just get deposited into ground, and after some time a new plant is grown there. It means that naturally the plants, they get seedling and naturally the plants start growing. Thus plants to get help from the environment. It means that plants, they also get help from environment to grow. Living things take many things from their environment. What effects does that have on an environment? If you see here, that living things that take things from the environment means we human beings, we doesn't give anything to environment, but what we collect everything from the environment to complete our task or to complete our needs. What is needed? We need the help of environment. Without environment, the living things life is impossible. Yes, what it gives effect, as due to excessive use of anything, it will give bad effect on our environment. Environment pollution can take place, which can result in arising a different types of diseases like breathing problem, asthma, or any skin diseases. This can also lead due to excessive use of environment or due to pollution of environment. Animals like vultures and foxes eat the flesh of dead animals. Thus, they clean the environment while they satisfy their hunger. Yes, some animals and some vultures are there. What they do as dead animals and dead flesh they eat, due to which automatically the environment that gets clean, and also the hunger of that animals also is completed. Remains of dead animals decay. They mix with the soil. Leaves fall off trees. They too rot and get mixed in the soil. This makes the soil fertile. Plants get nourishment from fertile soil. Yes, whatever the food item is left by the dead flesh or from the dead animals, it get decomposed into soil. Also, the leaves they get decomposed into soil, and due to which with this process a soil get fertile, which is good for nourishment of plants. So a good fertile soil will help us to get a good quality of plants. Thus living things bring about changes in non-living things too. So as we can say that living things, as we are human beings, we make many changes in the environment. So as we can make non-living things also, and we can make changes in the non-living things also. Do you know? A sheep's body is covered with wool. The sheep feeds on leaves of shrubs. As it does so, the seeds of some shrubs can get caught in its wool. When the sheep goes somewhere else, the seed may fall off there. Thus, the sheep helps new seedlings of the shrub to grow in many different places. In this way, the sheep, which is an animal, and the shrub, which is a plant, help each other. Yes, you can see here, as when sheep will start eating a plant or any shrub, what will happen? That whatever the seeds that plant is having, it will get caught into the wool of that sheep. And whenever the sheep will move from one place to another place, sometimes it will fall down and new seedling will be grown there. So in this way we had completed this chapter. What we had learned, just we will have a look. There are many things in our environment. Some of them are living things and some are non-living things. Yes, in environment some things are living and some things are non-living. Living things can move on their own. Yes, as I told you, living things, they can move from one place to another place. Living things need food. Food helps them to grow. Yes, we human beings, animals, plants, to grow we need food, which will help us to grow easily. Living things produce young ones like themselves. Yes, we living things, we give birth to young ones. Living things are of two kinds, plant and animals. Yes, living things can be of two types, plants and animals, and also human beings. Living things get all that they need from their environment. Yes, whatever we want, we get from the nature. Living things bring about changes in non-living things too. Yes, we can, as stone, it is a non-living thing. If I will make that stone to convert into a statue, so it will be helpful for me to decorate my home. So we can say, we can we living things, we can make changes in the non-living things. All things in the environment depend upon each other. Yes, we all are dependent on each other. Always remember, the needs of all living things are fulfilled by things in their environment. Such things should not be allowed to go waste. We must take care that we do not cause harm to the environment. Yes, some things in the environment are in limited one. So while using it, we should not have to make excess use of that all things. We have to keep that all things for our future generation. That's all for today, as we have discussed the whole chapter. In next period we will see the new chapter. So many chapter name is So Many Kinds of Animals. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for my latest notification. That's all for today. Thank you.